Most people believe failure comes from a lack of talent. They think success belongs to the gifted, the lucky, or the naturally strong. But the truth is often far more painful. Many lives do not fail because people are incapable. They fail because people give up just before results appear. Today's story is not about miracles. It is not about sudden success or unexpected fortune. It is about time, and about the quiet, unseen efforts that seem meaningless day after day, yet slowly, silently, they decide everything. Stay until the end, because you may be standing much closer to what you're searching for than you realize. Long ago, on a barren plain scorched by sun and wind, there lived a farmer named Noah. He was not poor enough to starve, but he had never truly prospered either. His house was simple, his clothes were worn, and his life followed the same narrow circle year after year. His land was difficult to farm. Rain arrived late, if it came at all. The heat lingered long after the season should have changed. Still, every year Noah planted seeds, and every year he harvested less than he hoped. Not nothing, but never enough to feel secure. At night, Noah often sat outside his small home, staring at the dry horizon. He would listen to the wind brushing over cracked soil and wonder quietly, how long can a person keep trying before trying becomes foolish? The villagers had their answers. They often said, perhaps his land is cursed. Some soil simply isn't meant to grow anything. Why waste effort when the result never changes? Noah heard every word. He pretended not to care, but slowly, deep inside, his faith began to weaken. Then came a year unlike the others. The drought lasted longer than anyone remembered. Old seeds failed to sprout. The ground split open like broken skin. The well sank lower each week. Families packed their belongings. Fields were left untouched. One by one, people abandoned the land, searching for easier soil, for quicker rewards, for a place that promised results. Noah remained. One evening, he stood alone in his empty field, holding his last bag of seeds. If this year fails too, he thought, I will truly have nothing left. The weight of that thought pressed heavily on his chest. Not hunger, not exhaustion, but the fear that all his patience might have been meaningless. One afternoon, as Noah sat beside the dry field, an old traveler stopped to ask for water. The man looked tired but calm. His eyes followed the empty land, the abandoned rows, the silent soil. "Aren't you planting this year?" the traveler asked. Noah gave a weary smile. "What's the point? I've planted before. Nothing grows. Perhaps this land has no hope left." The traveler was quiet for a long moment. Then he said softly, "It's not the seeds that die too quickly. It's people who leave too soon." That night, Noah couldn't sleep. The traveler's words echoed in his mind. He remembered years long past, years when green shoots had appeared very late, when hope had come slowly. And he remembered something else too. Those were the years he stopped caring too early. At dawn, Noah returned to the field. He didn't plant all the seeds at once. Instead, he planted one small row. The next day, another. And the next, still another. Not hoping for a miracle, not expecting sudden change, only choosing not to quit completely. The first week passed. Nothing happened. The second week, the soil remained silent. The sun burned overhead. The wind mocked his patience. The villagers laughed quietly. He still hasn't learned. He still hasn't given up. Noah said nothing. Each morning, he came back. He watered. He waited. Then one early morning, when dew still rested gently on the earth, Noah noticed something almost invisible, a tiny green sprout. Just one, fragile, easily missed. He knelt down slowly and touched the soil. He didn't smile. He didn't celebrate. He only whispered, "So, it's not time to stop yet." Days turned into weeks. The sprout became a plant, One row followed another. The harvest that year was not extraordinary. It wasn't the richest season. It didn't make Noah famous, but it was the first year he stayed. Years later, Noah grew old. His back bent, his hands shook, but the land once called hopeless became the most stable field in the region. A young man once asked him, "What did you do differently this time?" Noah thought for a long moment. Then he said, "I didn't change what I did. I changed how long I stayed." And the lesson remains. Life doesn't always reward the fastest. It rewards the ones who stay until the end. Not every effort brings immediate results, but every result requires time to accumulate. If today you feel like you haven't gone anywhere, don't rush to conclude that you have failed. You may simply be standing on the day just before the first sprout appears. Because the most dangerous moment isn't moving slowly, it's stopping when everything is about to begin. And if you are still planting seeds, that means you still have hope.